This is going to be an overview of Engineering 1, which is going to be a high school technology elective next year. Engineering 1 is the precursor to Engineering 2, which is going to be a more advanced course in this sequence. In Engineering 1, this is an introduction to our students, and it is teaching you all of the basics. And the first question you may be asking yourself if you're a parent or a student is, who should be taking engineering? Well, engineering is for everyone. So engineering and STEM seem scary because they involve math and science, but they also involve many other things: ELA, art, design. A lot of other skills apply to engineering outside of science and math. And in our school, this is open to everyone who wants to take it, and it can apply to many different job industries. So if you're thinking about going to college for something, or you want to get better at a certain technological skill, this class is for you. So I'm going to give you a few examples. In the fashion industry, when people are designing clothing, shoes, other accessories, they use computer-aided design, which is 3D modeling, in order to showcase new ideas. This is very common. Every company does this. Every company in fashion also will utilize the Adobe suite very heavily. So we learn most of the Adobe suite in this class as well to aid our projects. Environmental careers. The class will include several design challenges that involve thinking about infrastructure and climate-related weather events and other big picture projects, which real-world people in environmental careers work on. Design, art, and advertising. You will not find an advertising firm in the country that does not use Adobe Suite, which again, we use quite heavily in the class. Same thing for design and art. In bio and medicine, if you think you have interest in medicine or biology, this class can help you get a better understanding of the tools you use as a doctor or a scientist. Microscopes, MRI machines, all the technology is made by biomedical engineers. So they are the ones doing the 3D modeling and the design and the calculations to make sure all of those tools work appropriately. So that's a good perspective someone might want to have who's entering that field. And then finally, anyone with a broad interest in STEM. If you think you may want to be a STEM major, this should be the class for you. It's applicable to most STEM majors. We are covering a lot of overlapping skill sets. We do programming, product design. There's a little physics involved, a little math, 3D printing, laser cutting, planning, the engineering design process. This class is for everyone. It's not scary. There's a lot of artistic components in this class. It's a very great class to express yourself, to make your own projects. So that is a little bit about who should take this class. In addition, this class helps you foster creative thinking and create critical thinking. You're going to learn industry standard software, which means this is the same software that you would use in a job. So Autodesk Inventors for 3D modeling, Adobe Suite, Excel. We're going to do a little Excel to get you better at that. 3D printing software. You'll learn some coding software. You'll learn a bunch of different softwares in this class that are relevant. And then in addition, another unique benefit is that you'll have a better appreciation and understanding for how the world around you is made. How are buildings designed? How are things as simple as chair designs, machines? We cover all of that. And once I give you the basic building blocks, you can apply this to all manner of objects, and it helps you really understand the designed world. So our tools in here, we have a bunch of fun tools. We have 4 3D printers. We got a new one this year. We have a laser cutter. We have something called a vacuum former. We have little mini computers called Arduinos. We have a bunch of hand tools, wood clamps, screwdrivers, hammers. We have soldering irons. We have wires, we have electronics. Everything we need to build our projects is located in our class. And as a perk, you get to take home almost all of your projects. So that is a great benefit to taking this class. You get to do hands-on projects, you get to take them home. In terms of what we're doing in Engineering 1, we're doing a lot of different projects. We are going to be working on a product redesign challenge. So taking an existing product and making it better. We're going to be working on accessible design. How do we design for people who have significant movements with movement, or who have other physical impairments that we need to modify our designs for? We'll cover 3D printing. We'll do laser cutting. We do a little programming. We use little mini computers called Arduinos to program and make little robots. We're going to redesign toys. We will do circuit designs. We'll talk about the engineering design process. We'll build bridges and break them. We'll learn how to read an engineering drawing and what an engineering drawing is. This is all part of getting you just ready, one, to take engineering, two, and also to give you a broad knowledge. So I have to stress, this class is not for just people who are interested in STEM. If you want to get a different experience, get a little bit of different knowledge that you haven't had before, maybe something that's not quite in your wheelhouse, we would love to have you take this class. Engineering is how, not why. This is a great example. There's a coordinate plane on the left-hand side, right? You study that in math. You study an X and Y axis. In school, you may only use that in math and science, right? Well, in engineering, we don't really care why, that coordinate plane exists. We apply it and use it to do things. So the how. So for instance, a 3D printer which prints actually works on a coordinate plane system. So you can see on the 3D printer diagrams, there's an X and a Y and a Z axis which goes up and down. So again, engineering is how, not why. We apply math and science. We're not going to do traditional math and science, but we will apply it in this class. If you have any questions, please reach out. That is my email. We would love to have you in class this year, and consider engineering.